Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a saving and disaster battle playing as the Holy Roman Empire in Medieval 2 Total War, the Teutonic campaign, where it looks like he was besieging the settlement, even though he's got artillery to launch the assault, and he's been surrounded by Polish forces. Now he's got a fairly elite army, but that is actually kind of working against him here, because it's increasing his balance of power, because these units are worth a lot of balance of power, right? But Trebuchets tend not to be, and they're quite good at killing humans, basically, especially when you've got this many of them, and they're coming at us from all angles. And yeah, they've also got some pretty decent units on top of that, so I think this is inflating our chances on here, even though it doesn't say it's in our favor, but I think it's inflating our what it should be saying, basically. But anyway, let's jump in and see what we can do. Also, I can see the guy's name, very funny. I'm sure most people are going to comment on that. That's not going to go amiss. Always does that weird sound stuff when running into the battle. But yeah, let's read out the email, get some context of the situation. So he says, "Hi Legend, I think I got an interesting disaster battle for you. The balance of power says it's doable, but oh boy, I just can't win it." Yeah, based on just the initial look of it, I could see why. Basically, if you wanted to take out this army, what you would need is a lot of fast, light troops, not a bunch of like super heavy infantry. It's like, because yeah, whether you're a peasant or a knight, you get hit with a giant flaming rock, it kills you all the same. So all of the the good stats of these units here kind of go to waste. So that's a big problem. So it inflates your chances, where like peasants would have been just as good essentially. And then he says, "I took the high ground, and their first army out-traded me in the artillery duel." You shouldn't have done the artillery duel. That was a mistake to even attempt it. They've got so much artillery. Why would you even attempt to do that? You should be rushing at them. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, I don't even know why you would attempt it, but whatever. So I went to the low ground to attack them. Maybe it's because he felt like he's got cannons, and cannons beat trebuchets, but not really, because well, like one cannon will beat one trebuchet, but one cannon's not going to get rid of 5 trebuchets. And you're just going to get outpowered. Also, while you're trying to shoot at them, they're shooting back at you, and while you've got longer range, they close in fairly quickly. Cannons take a long time to reload, and trebuchets are inaccurate, so you can't really hide your army anywhere and put it anywhere. So you're just going to get hit constantly. And every time that you hit one of their units, like one of their deaths is worth way less than one of your deaths. So you definitely should not have been doing that. So you set yourself up to fail straight away with that. Anyway, so I went to the low ground to attack them. Problem is, I'm on the low ground now, and I had to abandon the position and the cannons while my opponent's reinforcements took the high ground. Who cares about the high ground? The second army still had a lot of trebuchets, so I had to go back to the high ground again or get shot to death. Yeah, this seems like this was just the wrong approach right from the get-go, and every step of the way you took the wrong step. That's not what I would be doing at all. Definitely not what I'm going to do, but anyway. It says, "My whole army was exhausted, and the result of the suicidal charge was I died horribly. Do you think you can win?" I don't know, but we'll see how we go. So, I got a plan. I reckon that they will go for the artillery. So what I want to do is put our artillery over here, but I actually intend to withdraw them from the battlefield. Yeah. I'm going to put our cavalry over here, because I want them to get around the back of the first army. But as for the rest of our forces, why don't we go take out their reinforcements? So they're coming in from the north, the northeast, and the east. But I think the biggest two were in the north and northeast. So that will probably be delayed due to the obstruction there. So let's put... Just thinking what should we put here. Maybe these 5 here, and these 5 here, and we'll close in there as quickly as we possibly can. And yeah, like they can't really utilize their artillery if we're right in their face straight away. So we'll just, I don't know, we'll see how that goes. Put them on fire at will, but
the enemy brings reinforcements.
Then over here, yeah, we've got a bit of time before that one arrives. Just over there. You're going to get right up in their face immediately, so that their artillery just does not get an opportunity to shoot. The cavalry are going to be in the center, so I want the spears in the center to fight them. See this, shoot. Alright. Good. Because our big A hole here is
Our men are winning the battle.
is
like this,
only a 1-star general.
victory is
I have to keep
ours.
him close to our forces in this battle. Right, over here, what are they doing? All right, this is good. This is good. He's getting through. That's okay. Main thing here is stop the artillery. Let's get the general a little bit. Right, I want you shooting at the guys in the flanks there. And them trying to push through, they're going to get turned to mincemeat. Okay. Yeah. Good, but they weren't able to use any of their artillery there. That's great. Right, get over here. Good, they're coming towards us. Good. Don't bother shooting the Streltsy. Try and shoot over here. That might do some damage to us.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Ooh. Looking nice.
The enemy general flees, like the coward he is. Forwards!
Now I need to get him over here as quickly as possible. The biggest downside to doing this is that we are not going to wipe out 85% of our forces. No way in hell. Forget about them, you've got to get over here, because I need to make sure my morale holds. You guys will just do your best to clean this up over this way. But, you know, we did a tiny bit of damage, and while that's going on, we hit them in the flank over here because they're distracted. Okay, drop it, and get the fuck out of here. But lure them as far away from our forces over here so we got a bit of time to rest afterwards. No, 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 no! Gotta get over here before they come in. Okay, they're all done here. Just rout if you can. Now we're going over here. Good, sort of. Get back, get back. We took out some of their artillery, but let's not stick around to get shot by the rest of them. Come on, leave. When you're almost dead. Good, look at this. They just will not be able to use their artillery like this at all. See if you guys are needed over here. Hurry up. Anyone that gets captured will be able to
we have broken the enemy army. Probably. Now it is time to crush the Schwein.
Okay, we've got hussars here. Have 2 of our units deal with that. I only need 1 to deal with the trebuchet. The halberds are slow. Good, we're here maintaining morale. They're eager. That's great. This guy over here. So far, 19% to 32%. But yeah, this was a huge distraction for them, and it allowed us an opportunity to eat away at their artillery, which was a huge problem for our infantry. I don't think they've still got the catapults left over here. And hopefully your artillery is not completely obliterated. We'll see. I mean, you brought them to the siege, you didn't use them, so... But yeah, playing the let's use the artillery game, no. I want them to stay close, but I don't want them to actually fight. This looks good here.
An enemy of the Reich lays dead at our feet.
God damn, these hussars, they took on 2 units of Imperial Knights. God damn, they are really freaking strong. Let me have a look at them stats. 11-15 compared to... Yeah, they're actually better because they've got higher attack. And they're faster. God damn. And maybe he's playing a very high battlefield, I don't know. Right, let's let's get these guys out of here. Because there's still more artillery we need to get rid of. And this, yeah, this has worked out very nicely. Alright, Streltsius have arrived. I need to get my crossbows over. Oh, shit. I didn't need to do that. Shouldn't be too bad, though. Reorganize everyone. Alright, now, balance of power is it's in our favor, but
the enemy has lost
by a
half his
huge
army.
degree, and some of our guys are quite tired.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs.
They've also got reinforcements
press
coming from
the
over here. It's
attack.
only a small amount. Yeah, not a priority to focus on running them down in this battle, not until the end. So 27% to 54%, that's a good start. So we've taken out most of their reinforcements. All the trebuchets appear to be gone, although those might get back on the artillery, so we might go over there instead of take them out. Then there's 2 units of catapults. See if we can just hit and run that and then get out of the way. Good. Alright, now we could stand here in loose formation. Yeah, let's just... Could also stand behind the artillery here and use them as cover, but then charging out from them is going to be real janky, so let's just... Into loose formation. Alright, these catapults look pretty vulnerable because the cavalry moved forward. That's what we want to see. Alright, maybe we don't need loose formation. Instead, try to brace. Yeah, creating gaps like that should be fine. So the halberds are slower than the artillery crew. Walking mode. So I have to go around them, charge at those catapults. So I can put them on skill trim, but let's see, they might charge it to us. We'll see. Get around, but now that's expired. Might take a bit of damage. Don't want to be in too tight of a formation. The artillery will shred us, but we've almost got those catapults there. Okay, we got some bad morale over here. Need to get him over there. Yeah, he's not a good general. But at least in a melee engagement like this, if our guys rout and get captured, well then that just...
Our men are winning
assuming
the battle.
we win.
Continue like this, and victory is ours!
Over here, not well protected, but... Oh, shit, watch out for halberds there. These guys will come and help in just a moment. The artillery's gone now. Bitches. Yeah, the Polish cavalry, they fucking good. Guys are just so tired. Oh, good. Yep. No point having them on skirmish mode. It's not going to do a fucking
The
thing.
enemy of the Reich lays dead at our feet.
Jeez. This is where having a few extra stars would have made a big
My
fucking
lord,
difference.
we have lost half the army.
I'm sure a lot of those lost are just captured men. Yeah, because we're fucking hell. This was just their first army as well. Imagine if you dilly-dallied around and waited for those other guys to show up. Because your general sucks. I'm keeping them as close as I can. Because if we put them too close, they'll bloody aim for us. Damn these, yeah, the Polish cavalry. Fuck, hell. Monsters. But it does look like we got them. And like I said, most of the casualties we took on this were captured. Because they just routed basically straight away. So we'll get a lot of them back. I think. Okay, that was my friend, by the way, guys. I'm just going to pause the recording for just one moment. Be right back. Okay, all good. Let's do this. There we go. There, finish them off. So these 3 units of halberdiers, because they took too long to get here, they could have actually really given us a hard time in this engagement, but because they're so slow, they didn't think to take them with the spear wall formation. Our general's not dead. Just absolute cowards. What dread does this guy have? It's not like we brought peasants to this fight. I know they're tired and everything, but they had a lot of work to do, I guess. Thing is, like I said, they're not dying, they're just getting captured. Get them back. Most of them. Jeez. This general here is a monster. Should almost be dead. Make sure our guy doesn't get killed. Oh, he's a little bit bloodied. Oh, he's coming for us. That's him there. God damn, look at all I got nothing left.
The army is tired. Enemy of the
Oh my
Reich lays
goodness,
dead
that guy
at
must
our
have had a
feet.
ton of dread. Holy moly.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Alright, well with him down, I think that's all their generals having left the battlefield. We should be able to rout these easily enough. But... Me. Because I thought what went in the beginning of the battle was so good that the rest of this battle would be easy. But just the first army alone gave us such a... I mean, I know our guys were tired. What was I supposed to do? They came at us. Like, I bought as much time as I could. Don't have time to rest. They've got some units shooting us over here. And then we just come over here. And they're good, yeah. Those were just town militia, not a big deal. It's not like halberdiers are particularly high quality units.
This battle progresses well for the Empire. Stay strong, and the enemy will be defeated.
Good.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Good. Oh man, I can't believe how close this was. I thought, yeah, I really thought that after that first bit of the battle, oh yeah, easy, we're gonna win this. 20% casualties at most. Easy
Behold
GG.
how our cowardly
But nope.
foe runs.
They really wanted to give us a
Time to
hard time
press
that
the
last little
attack.
bit of it. But I expect nothing less of the Polish. Good fighters. They've always been a tough opponent. But yeah, I did win it. By the skin of my teeth. Do you know what would have really helped? If this guy wasn't such a terrible general. Because yeah, morale was a big factor here. But you know, it is what it is. I mean, they didn't exactly have high command stars either, but... They just, well, I guess their cavalry was higher quality. They did kind of have cavalry superiority if you add all of their cavalry together, which they didn't get a chance to use. Alright, we'll end the battle there.
No one shall doubt that we are the victors on
Alright, so
this
in
day.
total, the number of captives they captured 250 of our guys. So, we probably did lose more than 50% of our army. And they lost 68%, so it's kind of a Pyrrhic victory. Because I didn't capture many of them from the first waves. But I get to execute the captives and they don't. And you get the city anyway, because if one of those armies is the one that came out as reinforcements, that was inside the settlement, they get wiped out anyway, so we didn't need to wipe them out 85%. Oh, he's coming in for another round. The other forces at least weren't reinforced, but hey, we gained a lot of command stars from that. The bounce power on this one is not so bad, so this would be an easy battle for sure, but I am out of time. I didn't have a lot of time for this one today. I wasn't expecting 2 battles out of this, but this is not a disaster battle. You should be able to manage that. It's got a lot of dread, but your guys got some dread now. And with 4 command stars, like 3 more than what he had before, your forces will fight significantly better. And you did get a fair few of them back. All of the artillery are in pretty good shape. And yeah, you could probably have a defensive position actually do alright with this one, because you don't have them coming at you from all angles. And the bounce power is actually in your favor this time. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.